Please don't just copy whatever others are doing. Always check the Hi everyone, welcome back. Marissa here. Following to our previous video about the UK spouse visa application. But before we will proceed to our part 2 series, I just want to give you a heads up everyone that this is based from our own experience, and the way I filled up the form was specific to our status. And please don't just copy whatever others are doing. Always check the official UK government website, and yeah, tailor your application according to your situation. Today we will dive into part 2 series, which is we will discuss the most crucial part of the application, which is the finance, the mandatory documents, and also the declaration. So let's get into it. Specify the benefits. Does any currently receive any of these benefits? So we are now in the finance sector, finance area, I mean. So secure allowance, any allowances that maybe they receive from the government. So no, my partner doesn't receive any of these benefits. Also, any additional sponsored children. Is my husband currently sponsoring any additional children? So since we don't have children, so if you have, you can click yes, and how many children are they sponsoring? But since we don't have, we'll click no and then save and continue. Is you need to select the income type. What type of income will you rely on to meet this financial requirement? So if you want to see the select all the types of income you rely on, you can see in that appendix FM. You can click that, guys. But since my husband is only a self-employment, I'm gonna click that. But if you have the cash savings pension and everything, you can click those details. What are those? If you want to have more information about it. And yes, self-employment. See, this is how long have been self-employed with business or company. Example, 3 years. So let's say 10 years. What does their self-employed business company do? Save application, save and continue. Self-employment business or company details. What is the name? Self-employed business company. Right, you can put any business or telephone number. So, and address, business company address, town, city, and then postal code, country, save and continue. So here's the documents that my husband needs to provide as a self-employed. So all the following, you need to click them one by one. So all the one that you click, you must, and it's mandatory to submit it during your documents. And one of the following, we just click the annual audited accounts for the last financial year. You will just choose one of the following, one of them. So we just choose this first. So save and continue. Additional self-employment income, if you have, you can add. But we don't have any income, so we just click no. So new employment in UK does have confirmed offer employment year starting 3 months of the return, so no. Additional information about application. If you needed to add more information about it, but we're not able to, you can write it here. If there is no further information you want to add, so click and save and continue. So you can add in here. You have 1,000 characters. You have 1,000 letters to write here. If you have any additional, as what it says here, since we don't have, No. So for final, you need to check your answers before you will send it. So you need to cross check again, especially the finance status, financial. So make sure that for your um, financial requirement, you should get that requirement and then continue. So it will give you the documents, which is number 4. We are now in number 4, and it will show you all the documents, the mandatory documents. So you need to tick that box to agree, which is yes, we need to provide our passport, me and my husband, and other documents, proof of our relationship, evidence of permission in the country you're applying from, since I will be the one to send. I have a residence permit in Qatar, and annual audited, which is for my husband, the annual self-assessment tax. Not there, it's for my husband here, yeah. Proof of registration, so it's my from my husband, and then statement of account, which is my husband provided, SA 302, and then the person who owns a business, which is that husband, and the birth certificate of my husband. So after you submit your application, you must provide your documents to our commercial partner, which is the VFS Global. What we did here is my husband sent to me his documents, and yes, I gathered them all and I arranged them according to whatever written in here. So, and then tuberculosis test, which is I did it to Armenia because in Qatar they don't have approved clinic, which is for UK visa application. So you can check it here if you need it. So here, if you bring you check if you need a TB test for your visa application, you need a TB test. If you're coming to UK for 6 months or more, and then you live in any of these countries, so you can click the list of the countries. But so since Qatar is not included here, and because I am a Filipina from the Philippines, so I decided to go to the nearest country, which is the Armenia. So there, and you will see the clinic, which is tuberculosis in Armenia, which is I went there in Yerevan. So that's their telephone number, and then test fee. You will see how much it will cost. Yep. And then we need to go back to our application, then save and continue. We are in the 5th, which is the declaration, and here's the conditions. If your application is successful, there will be conditions on your visa or leave to remain, and if you stay without permission, this will be the consequences. So you will say, I confirm that I understand and accept these conditions, save and continue. So that's the end of our part 2 series, and I hope you will stay tuned with me for part 3, where I'll go through the payment process and how I submitted my documents to VFS Global. Again, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you like this video. And any comment, please, you can write it down below. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.